Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing? You'll have to apologize for the lovely orange glow that is the current lighting situation and the fact that I'm using live without my tripod, but little Miss A is in the front room and she is occupying my best lighting situation and making lots of noise. So making it work and dishing up some love for you guys today. So if you're just jumping in, say hi, let me know that you're here. I always love to know who is watching, who's engaging, and who is soaking up what it is that I've got to chat about with you guys today. So if you're brand new to this page and you don't already know who I am, my name is Lindsay Umla. I'm a holistic nutritionist, mama, lady boss, yoga teacher, and the founder of the Loving Myself Loudly movement. And so everything that I do in my life and in my biz is to help you dive deeper into a self-love relationship and to learn how to stand boldly and beautifully just as you are and shine bright in everything that you do. So I'm super overexposed right now, which is driving me nuts, but that's okay. I'm just gonna have to pretend that I'm not and get over it so that I can deliver some goodness to you. So being a self-love maven, I get a lot of assumptions, I think, from people where, and this is easy to do. I've totally been guilty of doing this, especially in the social media day and age where we look at somebody and what they're putting out there and just we automatically assume that it's easier for them somehow or that they've always been this confident, radiant, badass individual, right? So I want to know if this is something that you can relate to, that kind of feeling of comparison in looking at somebody else who is maybe rocking a self-love journey or who's kicking ass at life or business or whatever the case may be, but they're somehow living a characteristic or a feature or something that you really desperately want for your life. And you look at this individual and you do the, oh, well, it must be so easy for them, or, oh, they must have always felt this way. And I'm totally guilty of doing this. I've done this in the past. I still have moments where it comes up, that kind of comparison between my life and somebody else's, and looking at somebody else's life and making those assumptions. But what I wanted to do for you guys today is reassure you and remind you that it's not actually true. So for those of you that are out there that maybe see what it is that I'm doing and see what it is that I'm sharing and are in that space where maybe they're not feeling lots of love for themselves and they look at either this account or the Loving Myself Loudly account and pull the, oh, well, it must be so great for her. I'm going to let you know right now that I have not always been feeling on myself. I have not always been in that space of self-confidence and self-love. And in fact, it was quite the opposite for many, 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 many years of my life. And I really just want to make sure that you guys know this. And there's a few reasons that I want you guys to know that I didn't always have my shit figured out, and I'm still figuring things out every single day. This is a journey. It is not like a one and done, ta-da, I've arrived, I love myself, I'm never going back. It's not that at all. It is a journey, it is a practice, and we are learning things every single day. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the self-love game, you will always be learning and growing. That is just true for any kind of personal development journey that you are on. So in the past, for a very large portion of my life, I was living this space of actively trying to live somebody else's life. And I want to know if this resonates with you, where you are really trying to desperately fit some sort of mold that you feel is the standard for beauty or acceptance. I am sure that at least one of you that is watching this, either right now or catching the replay, can relate to this desire or this kind of how can I put this? See, this is the funny thing with being pregnant. My word dictionary, or my thesaurus, my mental thesaurus, has gotten so much smaller. But you're in that space where you really feel like you need to change or alter or mask yourself in order to fit in order to be accepted, in order to have success or happiness in your life, right? So this is something that a lot of us will do, and it's something that I was doing for so many years. I was in that space where I had absolutely zero self-worth, and I had no idea of who I really wanted to be or who I really was on the inside, because I was so focused on this external validation, this trying desperately to change who I was so that I could fit into the box and be socially accepted. So I was constantly morphing and changing and living that kind of chameleon life where I was trying to please everyone around me and never taking the time to check in with how I actually felt and what I actually wanted. And this not only did not serve me in any way, shape, or form, I wasn't able to create true connection. I wasn't able to have any sort of authenticity in my life whatsoever. I wasn't able to go after things that I actually wanted because I had no idea what it was that I wanted in my life, or no idea what values were actually important to me in my life, because I wasn't connecting. I was so focused on that kind of external validation from my peers and people in my life. And I was just living this life that left me feeling completely hollow inside. I felt so empty all of the time, and I was really living in this kind of place of despair. And I know that there are other people out there that can relate to this and that have experienced this, because I was there. I was 100% there for a really long time. Thankfully, I decided to change things. Thankfully, I had some amazing kind of aha moments and intuitive wake-ups and some awesome opportunities and people that walked into my life at the right time. And I was able to start deciding to pay attention to the voice inside. And so I went from this individual that was completely 100% living her life for everybody else to somebody that started to live their life 100% for themselves. And it, again, I'll say it was not an overnight, like, ta-da, wake up, I'm here. It was making a point of showing up and doing the work. So my husband just came home, so we'll see what happens here. But why am I sharing this? I wanted to share this because I wanted to reach those of you that are maybe living that space of looking at the self-love accounts, looking at the people who have the confidence, looking at the people who seemingly have their shit together and are doing the big amazing things and are just solid in themselves. Those of you that are kind of looking at those people and wishing that you had that for yourself, and are maybe leaning into that excuse of, oh, well, I'm not her, so I can't. I'm gonna call bullshit on that, because that is not true. Anyone, it does not matter your status, your situation, who you are, or where you're from. Anybody can do this for themselves. It just takes the right tools and the right amount of support. And so I wanted to make sure that if you're in that position where you're really starting to look for that catalyst of change in your life so that you can start to walk into the self-love journey, or maybe you've been on a self-love journey for a while and you're really looking for that opportunity to deepen your self-love journey and take the next step and gain some more tools and support, and also a tribe of people that get it and that have been there and that are doing the work. I want to make sure that you guys know about the Loving Myself Loudly retreat. So we have 2 retreats coming up. There's one coming up in May, which is the one that I specifically wanted to talk to you guys about today. So the reason I wanted to make sure that I took some time to talk to you guys about this today is because today is the very last day for early bird pricing for the May retreat. So it's May 11th to 13th. So that's Mother's Day weekend. What better time to give back to yourself than Mother's Day weekend? And you're still going to be home in time for a little dinner and chill out for those of you that do have kiddos in your lives, myself included. So it's happening Mother's Day weekend. It's 3 days of like deep dive self-discovery, community connection, and workshops and yoga classes that are designed specifically to help you start answering those questions of who am I? What do I really want? Starting to break down the bullshit and excuses that you've been telling yourself of I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'll never be accepted, I can never fit in. Here's a secret, you're not meant to fit in, you're meant to stand out. But really what this weekend does is it helps set you up for long-term success, and it gives you so many tools and resources and support in the sense of community to help you take things to the next level and help get you going on that self-love journey or amplify and ignite a self-love journey that you're already on. So it's an amazing weekend. It's awesome. Even if you're just wanting a little R&R, it can be so good for that as well. And it's just a beautiful, amazing experience to give to yourself. So, I mean, I host the thing and I'm like obsessed with it. And I definitely have a different perspective than those that are attending. But even as a facilitator, I take so much from these weekends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the link to the event in the comment section. So that's there right now, so you can check it out. It's got all of the details for you. It's got the price breakdown and the sleeping arrangements. And like I said, early bird pricing ends tonight. So prices increase tomorrow. So if you're interested, if you're excited, if you're ready for something like this, go check it out. Do yourself a favor. And if you're feeling called to it, do it. Do this for yourself, because I promise you it is so incredibly worth it. And you are absolutely worth it. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, or concerns regarding the retreat, or just want to hash some things out to make sure that it's the right fit for you, send me a message, or you can pop a comment right here or actually on the event page as well. I'd be happy to answer that for you and serve you as best I can, because I want to make sure that we get all of the right people who need this there. So if you know somebody who is desperately needing a weekend away and some massive dose of self-love, give them a share, tag them on this video, or tag them or on the event page, or send it to them so that they know that this is happening. So this is happening in Nova Scotia at the gorgeous Windhorse Farm. It's beautiful. If you've never been, you need to come just for that. But yeah, I'm really excited, and there's already some amazing people signed up, and I cannot wait to do this all again. So sending you guys heaps of love. Again, questions, thoughts, comments, concerns, let me know. I would love to help you. So hope you're all having an awesome, awesome Wednesday, and we'll talk super soon. Mwah!